Hello, everybody, and welcome to the No Waffle GCSE live. So, hopefully, you can hear me. If you cannot, do let me know. So, this live is going to be all about GCSE French writing, which is a really important part of the exam. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through pretty much all the modules or all the themes or however it's structured, mainly for AQA, but also is applicable for other exam boards as well. And we'll be looking at the writing examples. We'll be looking at short answer questions, long answer questions, and on top of that, we'll also be looking at translation practices. Okay, so a lot of practice overall. I'm live streaming on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So do bear with me. I'm just trying to make sure you can hear the sound on both sides. I'll make sure that the document, you guys can access that, and I hope your English language paper went well as well. So, hopefully, Hopefully TikTok can hear me as well. Yeah, that sounds better. Okay, so now I can be heard at least on TikTok and YouTube. So let's get started with some questions. I don't have any predictions for the question necessarily. It's just about practice. But yeah, that's why we're going through all the modules, as many modules as we can together. Now, after we go through this live, because this document that I have has loads of questions on all of the different topics. So after we go through it and I put all the answers on this document or possible suggestions, then I'll make sure that you guys can access it as well. It'll be a bit hard to type up the accents, but I'll try my best. So let's get started. This document is supposed to be for higher and foundation. It's good practice for both. So we'll start off with some easier tasks. Okay. So you're not necessarily going to get a picture in the actual exam, but this is just a good practice to help you think about some sentences that you can form about your different modules that you've learnt. So here you're given a different scenario. So you've been sent a WhatsApp photo with your French friend. What is happening in the photo? Describe it. So obviously this is more of a speaking task, but being able to make sentences is also important. So give me a second. Actually, what would you guys rather do? Would you guys rather do these easier tasks or move straight on to the harder tasks about writing paragraphs? Can I have your input? Harder tasks? Okay, we'll move on. We'll start with harder tasks instead, then I think that's a better idea. Thank you. Okay, let me move on to a harder task because obviously this live has time limits. Okay. So we've got short passage questions. Let's do some of these straight on to writing. I should also get Google Docs up as well. Give me a sec, I'll get Google Docs up. And then we can write our responses onto there. But you can start thinking about the question if you can still see it and think about what possible answers you want to put. We'll be doing the Kahoot towards the end. I know 40 words is foundation, but it's still worth doing the paragraph as practice, and we can do a bit more than that, obviously. There's no limit here. Do you want to go straight on to 90 words? Okay, let's go straight on to 90 words then if you want to do that. So let's see where the 90 words ones are. Oh, translation. Okay, here are the 90 words tasks, so let's do that instead. Thank you guys for your input as well. It's really helpful in knowing which ones to do, because obviously these lives are for you, so it makes sense to benefit you guys. So let's start with the first question. So you're asked to describe a photo. Not photo, sorry. Describe your life. Vous décrivez votre vie chez vous pour votre blog. So, i.e. describe parts of your life for a blog. So, combien de personnes il y a dans votre famille? How many people are in your family? Vos rapports avec vos parents. So, your relationship with your parents. Une dispute que vous aviez avec votre frère ou sœur la semaine dernière. So here it's focus on the past tense, a fight or an argument that you've had with your brother or sister last week. La sorte de famille que vous voudrez avoir à l'avenir. So just phrasing that. It's the kind of family that you want to have in the future. Okay, so you're being directed to using different tenses here, and you want to tick them off. Now, I would recommend when you've got a writing question to list out all of the tenses that you want to include, so you can kind of tick them off there. But I'm not going to do that for every single question because it will take quite long. So let's think about some ideas that we can say. Well done for those actually starting to answer the question in the chat, especially on TikTok as well. So let's talk about this. Let's see what we can say. Let me copy and paste the question over. Or just... Okay. And I'll put our answers in blue. So let's see what we can say. So we can always start with dans mon or dans ma famille. Was ma famille, remember? Dans ma famille, il y a. Remember, the ya is separate. There is literally. Il y a, and then you can say there are 4 people. So il y a 4 personnes. Remember to put the S at the end of that because you're talking about plural. You can say moi. Start listing them. Ma sœur. Now remember, normally with the O and the E, they have a special almost accent that the O and E are put together when you're spelling words like sœur. Then you say ma mère. Sorry, the accent for the E is on the other way, but I can't put that on my computer. Et mon père. And père also has that accent there, but again, it's in the other direction. Oh, I can change it here. Okay, so just basic language describing who is in your family, listing things. So I'm just checking that all of the lives are working on the different screens I have. Okay. Okay, just making sure now everyone can see on TikTok, everyone can see on YouTube. Perfect. Let's continue. So, we then want to say nous avons aussi un chien. We also have a dog. And then a really good technique here, qui s'appelle. So you're using the reflexive verb here, s'appelle, and you're also using the qui structure. So rather than saying je m'appelle, which is quite an obvious structure, you're changing it, talking about a different entity. So it's quite good. And then just make up a name. Okay. Now to say a useful phrase to say that you get on well with somebody, je m'entends bien. Je m'entends bien or très bien. Remember to put the accent on your très. Très bien avec mes parents. So I get on well with your parents because you're asked to describe the relationship, the rapport. And then parce que or car. Parce que or parce qu'il. That's a better one. So it's basically saying because, but then you're using the il there. And because il begins with a vowel, you combine the two words that are next to each other. Parce qu'ils sont gentils. And remember with the S at the end because it's plural. Et pas trop sévère. Now there's also another accent on the second E there that looks like that. So it's not about often using really hard to understand language. It's often about just having perfect grammar and not trying to make any mistakes. Okay, that is the main aim there. Well done, Gayatri, for your contributions. I actually know somebody called Gayatri, so it's quite interesting that your name's that. But yeah, well done for everybody answering in the chat. So it's not about the really high level vocab you're using or the more rare vocab. It's about getting all of the grammar right, getting all of the plurals. So not quantity, more quantity. Okay, so we've described how many people in your family, and we've described relationship with your parents. Now we have to talk about an argument that you've had with your siblings. So let's see what we can say. We can say what we're talking about last week. So la semaine dernière. Now you should be able to get that spelling right. The E accent is the other way. You should be able to get these spellings right because it's given in the actual bullet points. So just double check. La semaine dernière, je me suis disputé with that E with an accent. Dispute. And then we're putting a double E because I'm feminine, but if you're masculine, you only put one E. Je me suis disputé avec ma sœur or mon frère, whatever one you want to say, car elle, so why? Car elle est rentrée So this is another useful phrase to use. Elle est rentrée dans ma chambre et elle a pris mon ordinateur portable sans demander. So she has returned in my room and she has taken my computer, my portable or my portable computer, my laptop, without asking. Okay, so that's just a random reason why I've given, but it's a good one for you to use. Okay, now we're asked to speak more in the past tense. So, je me suis disputé. So that's already a past tense, but we want to go even further than that. So let's also use the imperfect past tense. So, j'étais. Again, E accent is going to be used there. So, j'étais vraiment fâché So what does this mean? I was very angry. Now, imperfect works here because you used to be a feeling. It makes sense to use the imperfect here. I'm not French. No, I'm not. Ça m'énerve. Well done, Ishan. That's a really good one. But fâché just means angry. So hopefully I'm exposing you guys to a good knowledge, talking about all of the key grammar points and common mistakes that you do not want to make. Thank you, everybody, for watching. My main tip for French is focus on quality, focus on grammar, memorize the grammar rules rather than spending time memorizing endless lists of vocab, because everybody does that. And the examiners mark you down if you use the wrong grammar in a sentence or in a situation. Okay, so continuing on here, so j'étais vraiment fâchée, that's how I felt. And then we put an exclamation mark there. And then our last bit is la sorte de famille que vous voudriez avoir à l'avenir. So the sort of family that you would like to have. So we can say à l'avenir, in the future, je voudrais me marier. I would like to get married. Et avoir, now we're using the infinitive, which is really nice structure. Deux ou trois enfants. We're showing knowledge of our numbers, and I would like to have 2 or 3 children. It's a good infinitive structure to use. And then reasoning, car, because j'adore les enfants et j'aimerais avoir une grande famille. So using the conditional tense there, so multiple tenses. Of course, you can make this more fun-packed and with lots more grammar. I would recommend watching all of the videos that I've done previously talking about the grade 9 checklist to include, because that spices up your answer. But it's really important to focus on the grammar first. Thank you, Wally. I appreciate that. I'm very self-conscious of my pronunciation because I wonder if there's actually French people in there like, what is she saying? But yeah, because that's our first answer, and that should be roughly 90 words. Hopefully it is. Okay, going to the next question. And just this bit here says respond to chaque aspect de la question. So respond to every part of the question. Okay, now we're on to technology in real life. Vous décrivez la technologie dans votre vie quotidienne pour votre blog. So quotidien is a useful term because, oh, thank you. I value that. Quotidien means daily. Daily? Does it mean daily? Let me just double check that. Or does it mean routinely? Yeah, daily, it does mean daily. So talk about technology, where and when you use your mobile phone. When were you with your mobile phone last? Yes. Les advantages for phones and the disadvantages for phones and disadvantages of the internet in general. Okay. I'll share this document on my website. You guys can have access to this to make sure that you're using all of the grammar. And I would also recommend starting to write your own responses to these questions as well, so that you have a bit of practice yourself and you're, you know, making sure you don't make any mistakes. Okay. So can you give us some grade 9 features? So using the subjunctive tense, that's quite useful. That's like an A-level tense. So if you use that, you'll like blow the exam out of the water. On top of that, using phrases like using superlatives and comparatives. So moins que or plus que, so more than or less than or more than. Or you can say le meilleur est, the best is, and that's a superlative. But it's all in that video. I would recommend watching that because that's the final touches, but this is like the basics. So yeah, things like that. Okay, so let's get a phrase now. Let's get some sentences for this response. Okay. We can start off by saying, pour mon portable, pour moi. And then we can say, c'est essentiel. And they're your, or actually instead, let's use a direct object pronoun. So a direct object pronoun is literally the same as saying, oh, it, effectively, but it's a useful term because it shows your fluency in French. So what we want to say here is, I find it very important. So we can phrase that and say, or we can say, je la trouve essentielle, for example. Or this means I find having it very essential. So that's another way of saying it. But that is a good technique to use. Okay. Sorry if I can't respond to your chat immediately. There's a lot of people discussing it. Okay. Mon portable, pour moi, je l'ai trouvé essentiel. And then we're asked how often do we use it. So we can say je l'utilise. Again, using direct object pronoun there. Je l'utilise tout le temps et partout and everywhere. J'envoie de textos. I send texts. Remember, à is the other way. The accent should be the other way. À mes amis. Chaque jour. Every day. So every day I send texts to my friends. Et je regarde. And I watch de vidéos. E should be the other way. Sometimes the accents on E should be the other way. Hopefully you guys will note that every time I say it, okay? Sur YouTube. And you should say comme nos enfants GCSE. Definitely reference me in the exam. I'm joking. You don't have to. But yeah. Hier, which is just saying like last, again, using the vocab given in the question because it's saying when did you use your phone last. So hier, j'ai écouté. So I had listened to. Hopefully you can recognize that's the perfect tense because you've got your auxiliary verb, the avoir bit, and the past participle, écouter. J'ai écouté de la musique. Remember, it's always de la musique, it's not de musique. Sur mon portable. Quand, so when, je faisais mes devoirs. This is a really good sentence because we've got the perfect tense here, and then you've got the imperfect tense here. Okay. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of people watching on TikTok. Watch on YouTube, guys. The community is all there. Okay. Because I can't really see what you're saying in TikTok, the chat, but I can see the YouTube chat much more easily. Okay, what else can we say? What else do we have to answer to? The advantages and dangers of using the phone and also the internet. So we can say, il y a beaucoup d'avantages. Il y a beaucoup. And then it's not de avantage because remember, avantage begins with a vowel. So it would look like that instead of de avantage. And il y a is always a good structure to use. There is, or there are. So there are a lot of advantages. De portable, with phones. Don't forget the determiner there. Comme, par exemple. I remember example is always spelled with an E in French. Exemple, je peux rester en contact avec mes grands-parents quand... It's two separate words, sorry. Quand je suis en centre-vie avec mes copains. Okay, and it will be copine if you're talking about your female friends there. Yeah, I can keep in contact with my grandparents when I am in the middle of town or in the town center with my friends. Okay. You can't pass with different tenses. You need to put 3 tenses in your response to get at least a grade 5. So if you don't put past, present, and future, you're not going to get a grade 5. That's what they need. It's weird because you need 3 tenses to get a grade 5, but then there's not much that differs between a grade 6, 7, 8, 9, apart from just how correct your grammar is. So that's why I'm emphasizing grammar, because I think you guys all know how to use the past, present, and future, so that should be fine. Okay. Then we can say disadvantages, malheureusement, which means unfortunately. Always try and spell this correctly. L'internet peut être. I can't get the accent there, but you've got like the hat accent. Oh, there it is. L'internet peut être dangereux. Ma copine a chatté avec un homme de... We can say, let's try and use a comparative here. So let's say with a man who was much older. So we can say un homme qui était beaucoup plus âgé. That's it. I don't know if plus counts as a comparative. It should, because even it's talking about my friend was talking to a man who was a lot older than her. Let's put quelle, because that's the than her part of that sentence. So you've got your comparative being used there. Okay. Let's answer the next question now. Obviously, I'm being a lot more short and saying less here because of the fact that it's only 90 words, but if it's 150 words, hopefully you can expand on this and talk about, if you're given like a sentence, you can talk about your past experience, your future experience, etc. So our next question is talking about your opinion on the subject of sports. So your favorite sport and when do you do it? Notice how they've used the direct object pronoun there as well. This is suitable for all examples, yeah. And we're going to do a Kahoot at the end as well. A sport that you do not like. What sport did you do when you were younger? And quel sport vous voudriez faire à l'avenir et pourquoi? What sport do you want to do in the future and why? So let's answer this on the document. I'll try and be slightly quicker, I know. Okay. Just checking if anyone has any questions. No, anyone doesn't. Okay, so let's start answering this question. Mon sport préféré. Ooh. There's a lot of accents on this, so hopefully Google corrects it. All of the accents facing the same way. Mon sport préféré, c'est le foot. Parce que c'est amusant. I'm using quite basic vocab here, but you can use like words like incroyable, fantastique, etc. C'est amusant et you can say, I think this was actually in the vocab list, ça me détend. And there's actually an accent on the E as well. So ça me détend, which just means it relaxes me. And that's a useful high-level thing to use in there. Et ça me détend, surtout, especially, quand j'y joue avec mes copains. So when I play it with my friends. So E is a useful high-level thing to include in there as well. I'll try and do a 150-word one if we have time, okay? But yeah, it's going to be similar to this. Continuing on. On y joue presque chaque jour pendant la récré. So we play this sport nearly, that's what presque means, chaque, every day, chaque jour, pendant, during, la récré, break. So during break, au collège. So during college break, or you can just say la récré. Okay. Cependant, weirdly, in the French, one of the examiner reports, they said that cependant is a really good term to use. So make sure you use that. It just means however. Je déteste. And the E should be the other way, but anyway. Je déteste le hockey. And it wouldn't just be le hockey because hockey is spelled with a H. So any of the vowels plus H means that you have to join the words together. Hockey. Car je la trouve trop difficile. Okay. I find it very difficult. Je ne comprends. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the sa. Je ne comprends. I remember it's always an S after comprend. Je ne comprends. What can we say? Pas le règle. And there should be an accent on the E going the other way. Yeah. So I don't understand the rules. Then we can say quand j'étais plus jeune, when I was younger. J'ai joué au tennis une fois par semaine. I would play tennis once a week. Puisque, another good way, instead of saying instead of saying because and parce que, since is a good one. Puisque, since. Puisque. What can we say? Because. Let's link the family into this. So, puisque mon père était joueur. So, this is I don't know why they often ask about this word here, player, because everybody knows how to say play, joue, but player is an important one to remember. So it's just joue, and then you've got the UR at the end. So player of tennis. So because my father was a tennis player. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a Kahoot later on. Yeah, JAIE is the subjunctive, but that was just a spelling mistake when I was typing it. But yeah, we could use JAIE as a subjunctive later on. And then finally, it's talking about what sport would you want to do in the future. So we can say à l'université, j'espérais. And they have accents. Make sure you get the accents correct. J'espérais jouer. So I wish to play. Which sport should we do? Let's say swimming. So j'espérais jouer ou j'espérais faire de la natation. I wish to do swimming. And then we'll say car c'est ainsi. Or actually, let's use a future tense here. So let's say ce sera, it will be, ainsi, which just means like, not ainsi. Let's use, let's say it will be, let's use superlative, le meilleur. It will be the best. And that's lots of tips there for using j'espérais and also using a infinitive structure, and ce sera, so the future tense and a superlative there. Okay, and that's a good way to end the sentence off. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So how are you guys doing? Would you like to move on to another module, or do you want to go slowly through each of the possible questions? We're going to do, translations as well. From English to French? Yeah, I think we will be doing that. From another module, or go through each quickly? These aren't necessarily predicted questions, but I mean, if you're going to get a question about sports, you'll probably be asked to speak about these things. It won't be super specific, so you can definitely prepare for some things if you wanted to. Okay, I think most people are saying go through another module. We haven't done festivals. Do you want to do festivals? Is that another module necessarily? I don't think festivals are likely to come up. I think something like hometown, region, neighborhood, directions, that is likely to come up. So let's go through this one. Yeah, we'll go through the harder ones. Oh, you want to do festivals now? Okay, we'll go back to festivals then. Let's go back to festivals. We'll do that. Do accents get marked down? If you consistently get an accent wrong, then it suggests you don't understand it, so then it'll get marked down. However, if you got it wrong in one instance, the examiner would probably not be too petulant and annoyed of it. So let's look at this question. So, vous décrivez le fêter chez vous pour votre blog. Describe comment vous fêtez Noël. So, chez vous, so how do you celebrate Christmas in your house? Ce que vous avez mangé à Noël l'année dernière. What did you eat for Christmas last year? D'autres fêtes chez vous, other festivals in your house that you celebrate. Ce que vous allez faire pour votre anniversaire l'année prochaine. What did you do for your birthday last year? You don't have to do each bullet point as a separate paragraph. That would be way too long. Maybe in the 90-word one, it's literally a sentence each, because a sentence can be quite long if you're including like emotions. And if it's the 150-word, maybe like 2 to 3 sentences each. But yeah, not anything super, super long. So, it's a good possibility to use the word chaque again, because that's every, and festivals literally happen yearly. So chaque Noël, je vais chez ma grand-mère. I go to my grandmother's house. And you've got the future tense there. One of the future tenses. Et nous mangeons beaucoup. So we eat a lot, and therefore you've got the two different future tenses there. You've got the one where you take the new form and just add the ending, and then you've got the one where you just say je vais. Actually, that's just the present tense. Let's change that then to make it make more sense. So let's say I am going to go. So je vais y aller, or je vais aller. And there you go. There you've got the two future tenses. It's really good to have multiple tenses in one sentence. It reduces the amount of mistakes, because then you don't have to keep putting loads of sentences where you can make more mistakes. Okay. Je vais aller chez ma grand-mère et nous mangeons beaucoup. And then we have to be more specific, don't we? What exactly did we eat? So we can say on mange de la dinde, which is like turkey, I believe. Yeah, turkey. So we ate turkey avec de légumes. And it's not le légume, it's de légumes. That's avec. So with vegetables. Et l'année dernière, dernier, and there's an accent on that E there. L'année dernière et last year. I'm just trying to think what tenses can we add here. So we can say, let's use the pluperfect tense. Let's say j'avais mangé. So this is a pluperfect tense, which is like the past of the past tense. So j'avais mangé. And then we want to use a superlative to make this an even better sentence. So we can say j'avais mangé le plus de chocolat de tout le temps. I had the most chocolate all the time. So we've got our superlative there, and we've got another pluperfect tense. So, and on mange is just we eat. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tenses within the space of literally, is this 2 sentences? Yeah, 2 sentences. So that is what you're aiming to do. Try and add as many sentences as possible. Okay, thank you guys for everybody who is answering in the chat as well. I'm reading your responses and they're really good. Well done to people saying stuff in the TikTok chat. I can see le meilleur chocolat de tout le temps. Well done. Which is even better. Okay. Yeah, le plus or le meilleur is both good sentences to use. Double L there. Okay, now what else are we supposed to answer? We're supposed to answer, what did you eat last year? What other festivals do you celebrate in your home? So, first of all, we didn't really say how we celebrated it, so let's just finish up on that. We can say on reçoit aussi de cadeaux, which just means we receive. And because we're using we're changing the tense. Instead of saying I received, j'ai reçu. Recevoir is a difficult verb to conjugate, so that's ticked off as quite a good one to include. On reçoit aussi du cadeau, a lot of presents, et la veille de Noël. So on the eve of Christmas. Rewarding in French is gratifiant. So, or you can also say récompense. So either two, but gratifiant means like gratifying. You find it very rewarding in terms of jobs. Okay, on reçoit aussi du cadeau la veille de Noël. What else can we say? We can say we go to the church. So, on va l'église. On va à l'église. Dans le village de ma grand-mère pour chanter de chansons, singing songs de Noël, Christmas songs. Sorry about that. L'église, so we go to the church and sing songs. And then we want to use a direct object pronoun, so we can then say je l'ai trouvé la meilleure. Or we can say, we can use a comparative in this case. We can say je l'ai trouvé mieux que danser. I find it better than dancing. So there's a comparative there because I think we've already used a superlative. And you've got your direct object pronoun here, je l'ai trouvé. Okay? And hopefully you guys are taking these in, all of these different techniques. Again, it's about the quality as opposed to the quantity. Well done, Ishan, and well done everybody else who's answering in the chat. You've got some really, really good answers going on. Worst is pire, like P-I-R-E. And best is meilleur. And like worse is also pire. So, for example, I find it worse than that. You can say je trouve ça plus pire que, and then whatever else you're talking about. Okay, now what else have we asked? So what other festivals do we celebrate? So we can say je célébrais aussi and then whatever festival you celebrate. So it can be Eid, for example, if you celebrate Eid, or it can be Vaisakhi if you celebrate Vaisakhi, or any other festival. It can even be Easter if you celebrate Easter. And Easter is like Pâques, like this. So make sure you get them right. Okay. And then you can talk about how you celebrate them and whether you're looking forward to doing it. Now, final thing, what are you planning to do for your birthday in the future? You can talk about any festivals if you want. Yeah, there is a hat or a chapeau on the A of that, and there's 2 dots on the Eid in French as well. Okay, and how are we planning to celebrate our birthday? So we can just say l'année prochaine. Je prévois de, which means I plan to, and then just using an infinitive. So I plan, je prévois d'aller. I plan to go au cinéma avec mes amis. The classic French phrase that everybody uses in their speaking. Yeah, and then you can just say ce sera fantastique. Okay, I'm going back to this now. Let's see what other questions you want to do. So I'm going to go through some topics, and you can tell me in the chat which questions you want to do. So you've got home, town, neighborhood, and region. My home, as in the garden, the kitchen, the different parts of your home, all different parts of your town. So what to do in your town. Social issues, which is probably going to be a bit more of a harder one to do, mental health, or global issues, refugee situation, and what can you do to help others. So which of those 4 would you like to do? Tell me in the chat. Social issues and global issues. Okay, most people are saying social issues, so let's go through social issues, because that's got some interesting vocab in there. And then we'll do global issues after, okay? Thank you guys for actually answering the chat as well. It helps. So let's do social issues and let's answer this. Vous décrivez votre santé pour votre blog. So you have to talk about health in the blog. Une maladie que vous aviez récemment. So maladie just means like a disease. So disease that you've had recently. Weird question to ask. Le traitement pour cette maladie, so the treatment for this disease. Votre santé maintenant, your health now. Ce que vous allez faire à l'avenir pour être en meilleure santé. So what are you going to do in the future to be in the best health or in better health? Yeah, the best health. So I don't know how that's social issues. That seems to just be talking about your health, but we'll do it anyway. So let me copy and paste this question. Hopefully you learned some new words so far in this live, and let's look at how we can respond to this question and things that we can say. This is for any exam board, AQA, EdExcel. It's mainly for AQA, but then you've got writing, and writing is pretty much the same in every exam board. So yeah, anyone. And grammar is going to be the same as well. Okay, so you have to talk about illness here, so I have to be really thinking about it. So we can say récemment. That is not spelled correctly, I don't think. Récemment, j'étais malade. That's how you would say it. J'étais malade. So I effectively saying I used to be ill. J'étais malade. Et j'ai... What can we say? I'm just trying to think of my knowledge here. J'ai vomi. I vomited. Let's see why. J'avais mangé du... J'avais mangé du poulet. And we're talking about past, so remember there's an accent on the E. And notice here you've got j'avais mangé, which is a pluperfect tense, which is like, it just means I had eaten, like rather than I ate. So it's like the past of the past. So we've got the imperfect tense here, and we've got the pluperfect, really good tenses. J'avais mangé du poulet, et je pense que j'avais l'intoxication alimentaire. So what does that mean? Food poisoning. This is a really long sentence and phrase for food poisoning. If you get this question, make sure you know key terms here. So, je pense que j'avais l'intoxication alimentaire. Okay. C'était terrible. And then we can talk about our experience. So, je suis... Je suis aller, and then we've got two E's because I'm a girl, but if you're a boy, it's just one E. Je suis allée chez le médecin. So I went to the pharmacy, effectively, or the doctor's office. Now I know chez means home, but that's how you say the doctor's office. Je suis allée, and then that's another tense there as well. That's just the normal perfect tense. Je suis allée chez le médecin, mais, and then let's use a harder structure here. Il m'a dit. So he told me. Il n'y a pas. So we're using a negative here as well. Il n'y a pas de médicament. He didn't have any medicine. Médicament. Pour cette maladie. For this disease. Because obviously we're asked to comment on that. So a good thing about this is il m'a dit, he told me. That's a hard structure to say, and you get credited for that. And then il n'y a pas, he doesn't have. So on top of that, you've got a negative being used there, rather than just saying there was, il y a. Il n'y a pas de médicament pour cette maladie. And cette is another good term to use for this disease, rather than saying for it, pour ce. So that's a useful term to use as well. You can't see. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I can't see you guys' messages. Yeah, okay. I'll just read it out for you again. Récemment, j'étais malade et j'ai vomi. J'avais mangé du poulet et je pense que j'avais l'intoxication alimentaire. And I thought I had food poisoning. C'était terrible. Je suis allée chez le médecin, mais il m'a dit qu'il n'y a pas de médicament pour cette maladie. Okay. So hopefully you guys take a note of that. And then this is actually a useful time to, I think the people got on TikTok could see, maybe that was just the YouTube who couldn't see. This is a useful time to say the phrase il faut, which means one must or one should. So il faut dormir et rester. One should sleep and rest chez moi. Okay. Je ne suis pas allée. So j'avais is the j'avais is using the imperfect tense, and j'ai eu is using the pluperfect. No, not necessarily actually. Sorry. J'ai eu is the perfect tense, yeah, and j'avais is a imperfect. So they mean the same thing. But good question actually. Je ne suis pas allée, so was not able to go au collège pendant, you guys might know this, pendant 2 jours. Because you're not allowed to go to school if you have food poisoning or if you've been physically sick for 48 hours. Maintenant, ça va mieux. It is better. See, a really good time to use the superlative there. I can see why they might give this to you in the exam, because there's a lot of good opportunities to use high-level grammar. Maintenant, ça va mieux. It is better. Et je dois retourner au collège demain. And I will return to school or college tomorrow. And then the ça has got the thing at the bottom as well, which I don't know the name of. But yeah, and then finally talking about what you're going to do in the future to make yourself healthy. That's a bit of a weird question. So what can we say? We can say à l'avenir, I won't eat any fish or meat. We can say I won't eat any raw fish. So we can say next time, which is la prochaine fois. We can say je ne mangerai pas de viande crue ni de poisson ni d'œuf. Which just means eggs, and it's got that weird accent there. And what you've got there is a useful structure as well. Neither this nor that nor this, which is a ni. So ni de poisson, ni d'œuf. And cru just means raw. Okay, now I know a lot of you guys want to do a 150 word. So let me see if there's any 150 word questions here to go through. Yeah, we've got 151, so we'll do 151. What topic do you want to do? We've obviously done the first couple. We've spoken about that. So of the topics to choose from, guys, you've got travel and tourism, my studies and life at school, education post 16, jobs, career and ambition. And that's translation, which we'll look at later. So we've got jobs, career, education, my studies, travel, tourism, global issues. What do you want to do? Tell me in the chat. You can find this live will be on YouTube, and then on top of that, I'll make the document available on my website after I've answered the questions. Jobs. Most people want to do jobs. Okay. Where are we then? Where's jobs? Here. Let's do jobs, and then we'll do another question after. These questions aren't predictions, but they are just general questions that you could be asked. Because obviously there's a limit. Like if they're going to talk about jobs, well, there's just like what questions can they ask apart from what job did you want to do when you were younger? What job do you want to do in the future? What do you want to dream about? See, there's a very limited amount of questions that you could be asked. So you could kind of prepare almost phrases. But I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing that because that would take a bit of time. Just focus on getting your grammar correct. Maybe that might be a better thing to do. Do you know what modules came up? I don't know actually last year, unfortunately. I guess a lot of them. I mean, how many writing questions do you have? Do you have 2 writing questions? Is it a 90 word and a 150 word? I think that's what it might be. But yeah, so this question, let me look up what we can say. So this is going to be a longer answer because 150 words. So let's talk about jobs. So firstly, let's look at what we're being asked. So votre petit job et comment vous l'avez obtenu. So a small job that you have and speak about how you got it. Quel type de petits jobs sont bons pour le jeune? So what types of small jobs are good for the youth to do? write 150 words. Now, it's weird how there's only 2 bullet points and you have to write more than the 90 word, which is more bullet points. But anyway, so we can say j'ai, start off with j'ai. We can say, let's start off with a wowing phrase. So we can use a pluperfect here and say, I have had a job for a few months now. So we can say j'avais. Can we say j'avais eu? Let me check. J'avais eu. Yeah. J'avais eu, which just means I had. So we can think about it in the past, yeah. So we can say j'avais eu un petit job dans un supermarché et, and then we can say I worked there. So using the E, which is a high level structure, which just means there. So j'y ai travaillé, because it's past tense, and I worked there. And let's say I worked there on Saturdays. So j'y travaille le samedi. On Saturday, let's be more specific. Let's say on Saturday afternoon, so le samedi après-midi. Okay. So I'd had a small job. Let me actually highlight all of the tenses. So let me write it in blue. J'avais eu, you've got the pluperfect tense there. Not good color to use. J'y ai travaillé. So then just the perfect tense. Yeah, so 2 tenses there, and the high level structure of the E. Okay, next. What can we say? So we can say, how did we obtain it? J'ai obtenu. Again, perfect tense. J'ai obtenu mon petit job il y a 1 an. And this is an important structure. So il y a doesn't just mean there is, it also means like as in time. So you can say, I've been playing tennis il y a 2 semaines, which means it's been 2 weeks since I've been playing it. So j'ai obtenu mon petit job il y a 1 an et j'ai dû remplir un formulaire et puis j'ai eu un entretien. So j'ai dû remplir un formulaire. This means I had to fill out a form. Et puis j'ai eu un entretien, which just means I had an interview. Okay, so this looks like a really interesting sentence, but make sure you know all of the vocab and how to use it in a sentence. J'ai dû remplir un formulaire et puis j'ai eu un entretien. Okay. Ils m'ont demandé quelques questions. So they asked me loads of questions, and because it's asking me, you've got the reflexive part there, which is a high level structure. Quelques questions. And then we can talk about the difficulty of them. We can say, mais ce n'était, using negative here, higher marks there, n'était pas trop difficile. Sorry about that spelling. N'était pas trop difficile. It wasn't too difficult. J'avais means I had. Yeah. So j'avais eu, I had. Effectively, plus perfect. Mais ce n'était pas trop difficile. It wasn't too difficult. J, like JY means JE. This phrase here is somebody's asking. It means I work there. So I worked there because we've got this phrase together. So we said I worked there. So normally if we said I work there, it would just be like this. JY J travaille, which just means I work there. But because we're talking about the past tense, it'll be j'ai travaillé, and then we will use the past participle of this. Okay, does that make sense? So we're talking about it in the past tense. Thank you, Squiddy, for that. I would recommend that as well. Use my video, which has a checklist on everything you need to include. It's got so many good tenses, got so many good things that you probably didn't learn in school, because for some reason French departments in schools are often quite questionable. So it's quite useful. And it's got all of the grammar that you need to know. Yeah. Okay. And now obviously 150 words, so we have to keep going. So that's how we got the job, and we spoke about how they asked loads of questions. It wasn't too difficult. Now whether we like working there, so we can say j'aime travailler dans le supermarché car c'est assez facile. I find it quite easy. Et je m'entends bien avec mes collègues, which just means I get on well with my colleagues. Again, another like use of a kind of reflexive verb there. And you've got an amplifier here, which heightens the language. Okay, so that's reasons why. Now, some negatives of the job, we can say le travail, cependant, however, peut être, so could be, or has a capacity to be, un peu barbant, so a bit loud and noisy, de temps, sometimes, de temps en temps, sometimes, from time to time, mais la plupart du temps, most of the time, je le trouve, using direct object pronouns here, so je le trouve when you're saying I find it, instead of I find, high level structure there, je le trouve, plutôt, and there's an accent on the O there, je le trouve plutôt, what can we say, intéressant. Most of the time, I find it very interesting. Now remember to use that accent on the plutôt, otherwise you wouldn't get the mark. Thank you everybody for sharing the live. It means so much on TikTok, and thank you everybody for watching the live. And make sure you subscribe as well. And we hit 10K. So do you have any tips of including everything without writing way too much? Trying to think before you write your sentences, guys. Don't just have an idea and write it straight away. Normally in French writing, you end up having so much time for no reason. So what you need to make sure you do is before you write, think of a sentence, think of your phrase, and then think, how can you add another tense in that? So you can have two tenses in one sentence or even more. And there you're hitting two birds with one stone because you've got a word count. We're going to do a Kahoot at the end. Oh yeah, barbante is boring. Sorry, that's true. Yeah, bruyante is noisy. Sorry about that. I misspoke. How much time to spend on each question? I mean, you end up having so much time in the exam. So I've zoomed out for the people on TikTok if you can see that better. This is mainly for higher, however. I can't put the writing together. It's on 2 separate pages. Okay, I can move it down. Did you know, guys, that if you were there yesterday for the English language live stream, which only 70 people were there, I got copyrighted because during the Kahoot, you know, the Eye of the Tiger song was playing, and therefore I was copyrighted and I had to take it down and edit it. That was a highlight of my day today. But continuing on. So that's the answer. Let's continue on because it's 150 words. So, in the future. À l'avenir, we've used that phrase a lot here, but you can say quand je serai plus âgé, or when I am older. Let's use another phrase. So, quand je suis plus âgé, that's a good one. Quand je suis plus âgé. And then there's a hat on the A. Thank you, Jude. I'm glad you found it useful, the story. Okay. Quand je suis plus âgé, and then we have to talk about future careers. Let's use j'aimerais travailler I would like to work dans un magasin de mode, fashion magazine. Alors, travailler dans un supermarché est une bonne expérience pour moi. So working in a supermarket is a good experience for me. Probably heard your French teacher say alors a lot. Now, we've then got the requirement to talk about how small jobs are useful for the youth. So you can say je dirais, I would say, and let's use another paragraph here. Je dirais, I would say que, I would say that, le petit job dans le magasin sont très bons pour le jeune, the youth. The live will end soon. We'll do a translation after this maybe, and then we'll do a Kahoot. So don't worry, we'll end at probably 8:40 maybe. That sounds about good. Okay. Je dirais que les petits jobs dans le magasin sont très bons. The accent on très is actually the other way. Sorry about that. Pour le jeune, on peut aussi travailler dans un café ou un restaurant. Giving examples of where you could work, where you could also work in a cafe or a restaurant. Now we want to include the subjunctive here because it's 150 word, so we want to make it really high mark. Restream is just the application that I'm using to, it's not pre-recorded. Restream is just the application that I'm using to host the live. So you want to use subjunctive here because 150 word, you want to impress the examiner, and it's an A-level tense. So what can we say? We can say I've got a good one. So we can say j'aimerais J'aime. Well, let's say actually, j'aurais aimé qu'il y ait plus actually, let's use j'aimerais. J'aimerais makes more sense. J'aimerais qu'il y ait plus d'opportunités d'emploi pour le jeune, or we can say for us. So, pour nous. Yeah. And there you go. You've got the subjunctive tense here. And it just, subjunctive is a weird tense because it's kind of the tense talking about what you wish could happen. So bien que j'ai is another good subjunctive tense. Well done for those saying that. Yes. You can write slightly more than the word count, but sometimes it's not good to write that much. So I wish that there were more opportunities, job opportunities for us. Now, I think this is quite heavy. This must be at least 150 words. So we're now going to do some translation practice and then we'll do a Kahoot. Okay? Now I'll share this document with you guys so you guys can have some practice on it. Now we'll try and do a Kahoot on a topic we haven't yet covered. So we've got customs and festivals in French-speaking countries. We've done that. We've done social issues. We've not done global issues, and we've not done school. So which of those two do you want to do? Do you want to do global issues, travel and tourism, or school? Tell me in the chat and then we can do that. School? You want to do school? Okay, most common answer seems to be school. So let's go over that. Because we haven't really done too much on that yet. So translate the following passage into French. I really hate school. That's a funny start. We'll do global after this. How about that? Because I know a lot of you want to do global issues for some reason. So we'll go over that. But let me get this up. So we've got, let me copy and paste this into the document. Okay. So let us write our answer. Black. We'll do global after this and then we'll do Kahoot, okay? So I really hate school and last week I didn't do my homework. So I really hate school. We can say je déteste. The accent on the E. Déteste. L'école, or you can say instead of l'école, you can say le collège. je déteste l'école ou le collège, vraiment. So a lot. Et la semaine dernière. So here you can really get penalized for not using accents and stuff like that in the translation. It's really important to focus on that here. La semaine dernière, I didn't do my homework. So we've got a negative. So we've got je n'ai pas fait. So hopefully you can see that that's the past perfect structure. So you've got the auxiliary here, negative in front of that, and then you've got the pas, n'est pas, which just happens with the negative, and you've got your past participle there. So je n'ai pas fait, and then it's my homework. So me devoir. Okay, and it's plural. I was punished. So we can say j'étais. And there's an accent on the E, so let me make sure I get that. J'étais puni. That's what punished is. That's a past participle of punished. J'étais puni. Or you can also say, if you want, j'ai été puni, if you want. That they mean exactly the same thing. Somebody asked a question about that earlier, and it's the same thing. I was punished, and my mum est ma mère, and the E goes the other way, et ma mère. She and dad, ma mère est mon père. Again, the accent goes in the opposite way. They were very angry. So we can say étaient. It will just be pronounced as été, but it's literally spelled étaient. So étaient très très, and then we learnt the word for angry, which is fâché. So fâché. And there should be a hat on the A as well, actually. Okay. Next week, I must have a detention. So, le semaine prochaine. La semaine prochaine. Or you can say la semaine prochaine, isn't it? La semaine prochaine. That's what you're staring at. La semaine prochaine, I must have a detention. So you can say je dois. So I must have a detention. So you can say je dois, which is I must, and then have, avoir. Une, and then detention is retenue. Je dois avoir une retenue, and then end. And then you've got I will try to study more. So you can't say I'm going to study more necessarily. You get less marks because it's directing you to say I will try to study more. So you can say j'essayerai. That's a hard spelling to master. J'essayerai to work. So travailler more, or to study more. So to study more is actually going to be étudier. Étudier plus. Mais I think that, je pense que, I will fail my exams. So you can say To fail is échoueur. So, je pense que j'échouerai. I will fail with an accent on the E. Mes examens. Then you say they are very difficult. So, il y a, or ils sont in this case, ils sont très difficiles. Ils sont très difficiles, especially maths, surtout, especially maths and art. Now remember, they're trying to trick you into not using the determiner here, so you are going to use a determiner. You're going to say le maths, and then we can say l'art et l'art. Okay, and that would be the translation there. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? I'm just reading the document will be available on the website. Yes, sorry about that. J'essaierai. It wouldn't be with a Y. You change it to an AI. It's not a normal regular verb. You can say je vais échouer, but you're asked in this case to say I will fail my exams. So you'll get marked down, but you're getting the message across. So it wouldn't be the same as not getting it right completely. I do love you all still. You guys are so sweet. Okay, the document is free. Yeah, 100%. It is free. It'll be available on the website. Don't worry about that. Now we're going to do a translation. Let's another translation. And it's got to be on the global issues because you guys wanted to go over that. Maybe let's do it straight on the document. It might be easier because then I can go through that. So let's go straight onto this. I think it is a good idea to recycle paper and metal. I'll make the document available. So I think it is a good idea to recycle paper and metal. It's very specific materials here. So start off with je pense que, or I'll just do it on the document. Why not? Because if you guys are going to use it, it's probably helpful. Yeah, don't ever try and write the actual word in English when you're doing a translation, because I don't know why the examiners really hate that. So if you don't know something, maybe just you can leave a space or just put a French word that you think is close. Don't put English because that won't help you. Yeah, I'll show you where to find it after, 100% if you don't. I'll link it in the chat. We'll do a Kahoot after this one, okay, guys? We'll do a Kahoot. So, I think it is a good idea to recycle paper and metal. Je pense que c'est une bonne idée. And the accent on the first I. C'est une bonne idée to recycle, de recycler. And then paper, le papier. And metal est le métal. Yeah, that's the first sentence. You should, now I told you before, you should is always il fait, but you could also say on doit, as in one must. Or you could also say on devrait, but actually we'll leave it to that. Il fait or on doit. You should also, so aussi, reuse plastic bags. So utilisait le sac en plastique. Okay. Next, we've got in the past. So, dans le passé, in the past, there was more water pollution. So, il y avait. Don't say il y a, because il y a is there is. You talk about there was, so you've got il y avait. Now, in my video where I go through 50 grade 9 phrases to put in your writing, I differentiate between all of them. There's a reason why I do that, because they often switch the tenses. So go through that video. I would recommend watching that. Dans le passé, il y avait plus de pollution. There was more water pollution, so plus de pollution than the water, so de l'eau. Or you can also say dans l'eau as well, like then inside the water as well, depending on like what you're meaning. Oh, it's gone another page. Let me just put them both on the same page. Okay, and then or air as well. So you've got or the air. So we can also say ou l'air. And remember, air is literally just air spelled the same in English, but just with an E at the end. So ou l'air. Okay, in the future, which you guys should know, à l'avenir, or you can say dans le futur, up to you. We must not pollute the water or air. Wait, I just skipped some. Sorry, I skipped some, didn't I? In the past, there was more water pollution. Ah, sorry about that. Il y avait plus de... Oh, yeah. Okay, I mixed this up. So going back, dans le passé, il y avait plus de pollution de l'eau. And then we've got, but now the rivers are cleaner. So we can say, mais maintenant, which means now. Mais maintenant, les rivières sont plus propres. Propre is clean, and you've got the superlative there. Okay. À l'avenir or dans le futur, we must not pollute the water. So, il ne faut pas polluer. So it's almost polluter without the T. Polluer l'eau ou l'air. Et je vais attendre, because I will turn off the lights, je vais attendre la lumière. I will turn off the lights to save electricity. So you can say pour économiser l'électricité. You can also say pour sauver l'électricité as well, to save electricity. So either one will do. Okay, so that is the translation of that. I'm just checking the comments now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go into a Kahoot. So I'll make this document available. It's just got all of the practices we've done, looking at the 90-word practices, the 150-word practices, and what's good about them. If you want to watch this back, for those on TikTok, you can watch this on the YouTube live. It will be available there. and we're now going to do a Kahoot. So I'll turn TikTok off now because it's hard to do Kahoot with TikTok running. What's the app called? What, the YouTube app? Like, as in, we're going to be on YouTube now. We'll be doing a Kahoot, if that's what you want. Oh, where the document is? It's not an app. It's a website. How many GCSEs did I do? I did 12 GCSEs. Yeah, I'm going to put the Kahoot codes on YouTube. So those of you on TikTok, can you please, if you want to do the Kahoot, you can join via YouTube. One sec. Let me just try and send you guys the link. Okay, a lot of people want the model answers. So you know what? Let me just quickly let me make that available for you guys. Give me a second. Then I can link it into my website and you guys can use that for those who don't want to join the Kahoot. But a lot of you do, so it's nice to see you there. Okay, give me a sec. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them as soon as I put this up. Okay. I hope your English language exam went well today. And those of you who use my story, I want to know what the outcome is. It'll be interesting to see. What grades did I get? I got all 9s. It's actually on my thing. But yeah, I wasn't on track to get all 9s. It was a very big shock because I was predicted 3s. So thank you guys. I was predicted all 3s pretty much, and like good grade in, what was it, engineering. But literally, it was a big academic comeback. What can I say? That's why I help people like you guys as well. Oh my gosh, it's taking ages to load. Give me a second. Thank you. I believe you guys can do well as well. The theme was about disagreement, so I said Jones and Mr. Smith hated each other. See, I'm telling you the story that I had. You guys could have easily just adapted it to whatever you wanted. See, I'm glad. Yeah, I was predicted a 3, not in year 11 mocks, in the end of year 10 mocks. So I was predicted a 3 in that. Yeah, because my teachers didn't believe in me at all, which is a bit sad. Like in English especially, I was predicted really low. And then I went to talk to my teachers and they were like, no, we can't predict you any higher. So I was like, okay, I'll prove them wrong. And then I ended up getting 100% in the exam. So what can I say? Hard work pays off. I love how everyone's using the phrase cooked. I've literally never heard of that phrase. Is it a new phrase that's come about? Because no one ever said that before. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you for being proud of me. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are going to show the academic comebacks if you have any teachers that didn't believe in you. Or maybe just generally you want to improve. Cooking is a good thing, but cooked is a bad thing. What? Give me a sec, guys. I'm just uploading it on the website and then I'll share it to you. Cooked means you did good. The French Kahoot's going to start in a sec. I'm just uploading the document so I can link it in the chat so you guys can access that if you want. And it'll be on my website if you don't get it in the chat. You know what? It's going to be so sad when GCSEs are over and I literally never get to speak to you guys again. We need to make sure we can. I don't get the cooked system. Cook means something that's very extreme. So it's like if I say I cook, that means I do extremely well. However, I'm cooked means extremely bad. Oh, I get that. I get there, I think. Quel âge as-tu? You guys are going to have to guess. Keep guessing because I ain't saying anything. Okay, one sec. I'm just getting the document. It's almost there. Sorry for the people on TikTok. You probably can see like nothing of the screen. Here's my website, which I'm just getting it from if you want on TikTok. Because you can see different screens. I've got so many resources and like PDFs. I pretty much just put all my notes here. So here's a document. I'm sharing it with you guys now. Oh, that's really annoying. I can't chat on the TikTok. Why can't I chat? I need to send the link. Okay, there's the link to the website, to the actual document that we've been working on this whole time. I'm going to just give me a second. I'm going to try and put this link on TikTok without being really annoying. How can I do on TikTok? Can I not message on TikTok? That's really annoying. Is it calm if I... What? I don't understand that. Okay, I can't send it to you guys on TikTok. So just join the YouTube live, which is on the Noel for GCSE YouTube channel. And then you can also join the Kahoot, okay? So if you're on TikTok, join the channel and see you there. Bye. Okay. See? Okay. Let's now do Kahoots, okay? What you guys have all been waiting for, literally. I think we should rename the YouTube channel to Kahoots or something like that, because that's literally all we do. But if you're finding it useful, you're finding it useful, can I say? I'll show you the Kahoot in a second. Let me get up. Teach A-levels next year. That's what I'm going to be doing. Over the summer, I'm going to be like making loads of A-level content because I don't want to lose you guys. And yeah, it'll be fun to do. I sent the link for the document. Have you not got it? I can resend it. There you go. I don't even know who that is. For those of you saying we'll be doing a Kahoot now. Would you create any private classes? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean about that. Like private classes, as in like tuition. I don't mind doing that. I try to do most of my stuff for free, but yeah. Yeah, I need to do a video for paper 3 as well. That's important. Okay, so here. I'm sharing the tab for the Kahoot now. You can join that. And if you're unable to join it, don't worry. I'll just host another one. Like we tend to host multiple on this channel, so it's fine. It's like maximum 20 people can join at once. Thank you for everyone telling Giant to the video. I should open a tuition center. Yeah, I should. No one would know who I am because, like, unless I was a GCSE logo, there's no proof. What A levels? So further maths, chemistry, economics, and AS physics. Okay, I'm starting another live for you guys who weren't able to join that. Here's the other live. I did 4 A levels and an AS. So, yeah. Oh, that's full as well. Wow, there's a lot of you on here. Okay, let me host another one. I think for the English, what was it? English, where we were doing like 5 different Kahoots? Join this one then, please. I raised the grade boundaries by 20%. I hope I didn't. I wouldn't say my brain is big. I would just say I'm hardworking. Like I work very hard. Just how you guys are as well. Wow, these games getting full up. Okay, join this one if you didn't join the first 3. I know I need to upgrade the Kahoot, but I don't have the funds to do that right now. So sorry about that, guys. Maybe for next year when I'm doing your... Well, I guess you wouldn't be here for next year, but... Oh, that's full as well. Oh my god. Okay. Join this Kahoot if you haven't done it. I'm going to start the other Kahoots now because you guys are waiting. Blooket. But I know, but then... Yeah, we should do Blooket, shouldn't we? That's a good point. Okay, we'll do Blooket after. How about that? What's my job? This is my job. This is literally my job, guys. Okay, start. Yeah, I will. Okay, after this round of Kahoot, we will do Blooket. How about that? And then everybody can play against each other and it'll be one big game. That'd be fun, actually. Thank you for recommending that. My actual name is Maria. I'm surprised you guys don't know that, actually. Maybe for those who've emailed me, you'll know, but yeah. Alice is winning this game. Chunky is winning this game. I don't know what RGS is, guys. Okay, we'll start this game. Sorry for anybody who hasn't managed to get in the games. Don't worry, we'll be doing a blooker after, and then you'll definitely be able to get in. Sorry guys, I'm sorry if you weren't able to get in, but it's fine, don't worry. We'll be doing a Kahoot in a blooker in a second. Well done, R. R is winning one game. Mozart is winning the next game. Ooh, accidentally cancelled it. You're burning your anthology. Don't burn it. It's got all your memories in it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 Kahoot games going on. It'll be fun actually to have everybody in one game. Sorry about the people waiting. I'll hurry up. Thank you, Shush. I think you should make a video on how to revise well to get good grades, as it will be useful. Yeah, I should do that. I did do a video talking about how to get full marks in English, which is literally tells you exactly what I did. But yeah, I should make a general video. I think people don't click on it because I don't have my face on the video. Like, people trust things that like you can see a student's face on it, whereas I just seem like I'm a teacher. Okay. Well, you guys are really quick at answering questions. No, I didn't tell a student to shush. I said a student's name is Shush. No, I wouldn't say that. That's mean. Well done, Mozart, for winning that one, or being at the top. Well done, Rear, for winning that. Well done, D, for winning that. Let's see what else. French is winning one of the games. Makes sense. L is first, Layla is second there. You guys have got half term after this, so like a little bit of a rest from your exams. I know you have to revise, but I hope you've gone through half your exams now. Does it feel good? It should feel good. I remember when I went through half my exams, I was like, phew. I think GCSEs are a lot more tiring than A levels. I don't know how much the Kahoot upgrade is, but I'm not gonna make you guys pay, that's mean. We'll do blooker. Sorry if you want to join. We'll do a blooker in a second. Just keep these games going. Your crush rejected you, you're more motivated to revise. Aww. Well, their loss. Thank you. I'm glad that you're... I didn't do French. Oh, I didn't do French A-level, but if I did French A-level, I'll be much better at French than this. Look at everybody having relationships at the age of in year 11. Wow. How do I remember? I don't know. Probably because I keep making GCSE videos, so it's like everything's in my head. Yeah, I'm always scared that I'm going to forget GCSE content, but it just stays in my head because I keep going over it. Give a little bit of motivation. You guys are almost there. You're on your last, final part of this first half of the exams. When you look at your sheet of paper on results day, what do you want to see? Do you want to see low grades, high grades? Do you want to get into that top sixth form or uni or whatever you want to go for? Thank you to Lula. I'm glad the lives have helped. Well done, Shush. You're an innocent baby. Well done. Well done to those who are focused on studying rather than having relationships. Good for you. Also, well done for the people in relationships because you got it. Wow, somebody's in year 9. That's crazy. Maybe. Yeah, I will do a face reveal at 100k, but there was a bit of an accident once, wasn't there, for the people who remember that? We're not going to talk about that. Sorry for the people still waiting. There's like everybody's about halfway through. Yeah, studying first, relationships second. Well done for those who have their priorities straight. Or at least for now, whilst you're doing your exams, just focus on it, and then you can have all the relationships you want after your exams. Oh, I cut it out now, so you can't see it, obviously. I wouldn't keep it up there, otherwise I'll be finished. I'll do a scores update in a second. Yaya got a relationship on this live. Well done. That's good. I don't think you get free food on results day. I think you get like Nando's discount and stuff like that. But I don't think you get free food. Maybe you do. Actually, some places might do it. Everyone available for relationships. No relationships on the No for GCSE chat. Come on, guys. Okay. So scoreboard, you've got R at the top, Brave second. On this one, you've got Mozart first, M second. On this one, you've got Rear first, French second, Chunky third. Well done. On this one, you've got OK first, He second, and K third. You've got French first on this one. There's 2 Frenches, aren't there? You've got D first, TT second, and L third. Did I get any rewards for getting all 9s? No, I literally got my results, left the school, and never saw it again. So quite the fun, what you would expect, really. I mean, that's just what happened to me. But some people go back to their old school, don't they, and like give a talk and all that. I put it in like a story in first person, do you think you would still get marks? Yeah, you would still get marks for that, 100%. But I guess if it's a description, it's more, it can still be a description from a first point account, but you want to I say next time. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. You will still get marks for it, as long as it's still a description and you've not changed it to a story. Okay, we're almost done here. Mozart is still first there. Thank you. I am underrated. We are underrated, but it's fine because I guess I only started this like live stream this year, so it's fair enough. God, I don't know what people are saying in the chat. We're on the last couple of questions and then we're going to start a blooker, okay? Well done for the people at the top. Yeah, we need people to promote the chat. Do you guys have any, promote the channel, sorry. Do you guys have any ideas as to how we can get more subscribers? Because I want to get to 100,000 by the end of this year, but I don't know how we're going to do that. We need people. Post more often, TikToks. Yeah, I think, you know what happens is because I'm doing lives, I don't have the chance to make as many TikToks, and then I've got like a busy day-to-day life, so it's like, but I need to stop making excuses. YouTube Shorts, yeah, collaborate with other people. Start a Discord server. Yes, some people started a Discord server, which is amazing. I don't really know how to start one myself. Maybe I'll learn about that, yeah. Some of you guys are on the last, oh, we've got a podium here. You got third place, Chunky, well done. Second, Rear, and first, French. Well done, you guys. Just wait a second. We'll be, what's it called? All of the other games are finishing up soon as well. Yeah, that's actually true. Face reveal would get everything, but yeah. Maybe I will do it later, but get with Mr. Everything. Yeah, I should collab with other people as well. I should collab, but Mr. Bruff, I did, I have emailed these people, but they just don't reply. But I should collab with Mr. Everything English because he's always online. Oh, here's another game that's finished. So third place, T, well done. Second place, M. And first place, Mozart. Well done. Yeah, I should collaborate with Jude. Jude's been there from the beginning. Well done, you three. Well done, Mozart. Well done, M. Well done, T. Well done, everyone else as well who's playing along. We're going to start to look at just as the last people finish up their games. Yeah, Mr. Sow's collabs with everybody, but then I tried emailing him and he just ignored me. So, you know, I think I'm too low for them yet. What are they on, like 100k or whatever? I need to get to their level. Yeah, first-rate tutors as well. We should do. But then it's weird because all of those YouTube channels, they do one language. Or one subject. Oh, we've got a podium here. Third place, Gad, well done. Second place, AT. And first is French. Well done. So has French won 2 different things? Or that's just a common name. Well done anyway. And well done to 4th and 5th place. We're almost done. We'll be doing look at. We've got a podium here as well. Oh, it's not sharing. You've got 3rd place M, 2nd place K, and 1st place. Okay. Well done. Just the last game's finishing up now. Yeah, we're going to do look at in a second. Yes, thank you, Jude, for that. Yes, as I was saying, it'll be weird to collaborate with people because of the fact that they mainly specialize on one subject, whereas I do loads of subjects. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know what exactly we would cover. Yeah, people would collab if I would. Thank you, Shush. I'm going to screenshot that message of people I should collab with. I'll think about that, but obviously they have to want to do it as well. Okay, we've got this. So we've got 3rd place, Olivia. Well done. 2nd place, Pank. And 1st place. Well done, you 3. And well done, everybody else playing in that game. And finally, this game, which we have, I think, 1 question left. How do I know the subjects? I mean, I'm a recent student. I think all the other YouTubers, aren't they just like teachers? So they probably can't even remember when they last did the subjects. But I'm a student, so that's why. Make your channel to be No Waffle Games. A-star French. They are A-level students who don't share their face. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I should collab with them. They're much better at French than me. Okay. And we've got the final results. So 3rd place. On Primrose Kitten as well. TT, well done. Oh, realised that after. Ellie, 2nd place. And 1st. D, well done. Okay, well done, you guys. And we're now going to start a blocklet. So give me a second and I'll start that. I do not do GCSE business, unfortunately. Yeah, I never did that subject. I was always interested in what they did in there, but I did do A-level economics, so hopefully I should know something about that. But I guess it's different in some ways. Yeah, it's going to be about Blooket. After half term, it seems to just be about Blooket. I'm gonna do GCSE engineering. I might do DT as well. We'll see. I need to make an account for Blooket. Give me a second, everybody. Oh, sign up. Blooket is nice. It's a nice website actually. I need to make my website much more nicer because it's very like not very good. I raised the grade boundaries, guys, but not in your year, so you should be grateful. Because if it was in your year, then I don't think I raised the grade boundaries too high though. Maybe just for English, but not for anything else. Like it was. I will design your website. Please do because I cannot be bothered to do it. Oh, do I have to create the Blooket though? Can I not find a already done one? Discover sets. I'm surprised people actually want to make my website. That is a chore for me. I mean, I already have one, but it's not like the best. We're going to do a Blooket. Blooket. Is that how you say it? Have I been saying it wrong? I was going to start it, but I need to do something more important, which is to change my profile on this because it's a goat right now. And that's not... Actually, you know what? I'll just keep it as that. I can't be bothered. Okay, let's do this. How do we start? Yeah, there already are ones. Assign host. Okay, host. What game do you want to do? There's pirate. No. Gold Quest. We'll just do Gold Quest. That looks most normal. So what we're going to do is let's do a 5-minute game to start off with. Oh. Why is it not working? Oh, host now. Okay, I'm sharing the link in the chat. So there you go. Can you see it? That's a Blooket link. And there shouldn't... You guys have said that there's no limit to this, so hopefully there's not. Kahoot has been replaced officially. Oh, am I not showing the screen? Can you not see this screen? Oh no, people are joining, so you can. Yay, more than 20 people. Hallelujah. We can only have 60 people, apparently. However, there's 61 people here. Does that mean we have to do multiple Kahoot, multiple things? Okay, we'll have to do multiple. For those people who couldn't join there, join on this one. Okay, and we'll start this Blooket. Yeah, 60 is still greater than 20. Good point. I can copy the join link for those of you who want to join the second one that we're doing. Wait, can 3 more people join this one before? Like the old one? Well, you have to look at my screen, but my screen is showing. It's not letting me start the game. I think you do get a choice question for AQA. I'm not too sure about Edexcel. Guys, it's not letting me start the game, which is really odd. Why is it doing that? See, it's stuck on this. It's not. The pin doesn't work. Okay, let me sort out another. So for everyone who joined the first booklet, you have to rejoin to this one because for some reason it's not working. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I think it crashed. Well, yeah, good point. Join this one. Meanwhile, well done. And then we might have to do another one just in case. Sof is at the top of that game. You got kicked out? Okay, we're going to start this game. And if you're unable to join that game, then you can join this final booklet here. Chloe's at the top of this one, Labour is second, and J1. Okay, it's changed. It keeps changing really fast. Look, it seems to be interesting. Une bonne forme is winning the first game. You've got L winning the second game. Is anyone else wanting to join this last game, or people are still joining? Yeah, it's like a gamble, isn't it? This is all about chance because the boards are changing very quickly. Kathy seems to be winning this. Okay, it's changed now. Kat is winning this. Jemima is winning this one. Now Gabe is winning this one. Okay, if anyone else wants to join, then you can just keep the ID. You'll still be able to join. Wow, people are on millions already. You've got Shush at 164 million. Wow. J1 is now at more than that. Og is at 56.3 million. And on the last game, we're at hundreds. Oh, someone's hit 1,000, 2,061. $465 million. Wow, Evan's got 1.4 billion. Roger is at the top. Okay, now it's Omadino. Do one more game. No, you can join this game. There's still enough spaces in this first game. Are you unable to join? This game that I've got on the screen, you should be able to join. J Cash is at the top of this game. Okay, one's got 2 minutes left, one's got 4 minutes, and one's got 5 minutes 20. You can't join anymore. Oh, that's not good. I'll wait for that other one to finish and then we can do that because that's going to finish in like 2 minutes. So then we'll do another Kahoot. Or not Kahoot. I keep calling it Kahoot. Wow, we're on trillions here. Hi is at the top there with trillions. S is at the top here with 43.7 trillion. You've got multiple billions here. You guys have, wow, doing really well. Yeah, we've got standard form in this. Chunky's winning this one. You've got EO7 there. Hi here. 26 seconds left. Let's keep on this game and see how it's going. "15 seconds left for the first game. Labour seems to be at the top with Croissant second. Ellie is third. Oh, it's all changed. You've got 8 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, over. Okay. So this is the final round. So I can't even pronounce that. I'm going to call it Oi. Oi is at the top. Sof is second, or Soph. Croissant is third. J1 is fourth. Una is fifth. Labour is sixth. Okay, well done, guys. Can I go down? Can I scroll down? I can't scroll down. Okay. If you want to join another look at, you can do with this joining link here. Well done, everybody. Oh, did it change last minute? Yeah, I mean, that seems to be what this game is. If you want to join the Blooket, use the link that I've just sent or use the code here. I can resend the link. How about the other one? The other 2 games are still ongoing. You've got Oluchi at the top here and Soli at the top there, but it's still continuous. Okay, now that's the limit for that first group of people. So we're going to start that game. And if you are unable to join that game, then you can join this next game, which I'm hosting. Yeah. I'll copy the join link so you can use it if you want. Okay, Annie is at the top there. Eliana's second. You've got Modine top here. Oh my gosh, please make names I can say, guys. Clamidia Babs second. E is top here. Jess is top. That game is almost ending, so ooh, you've got 20 seconds left of that game. Okay, we'll start this game. And then we'll have to host another one. You got 5 seconds left of this game. Soli is first. Hamza is third. Cass is second. Sarah is fourth. Okay, now the game is up. Well done. Well done to those who finished that game. I'm going to host another game if you wanted to play that. Yeah, shout out to people who are not doing French, who are here for the fun, that you guys are also welcome as well. Okay? Here's a link for the people who've just finished that game. You can now join this game. Well done. Soli first, Cass second, Hamza third, Sarah fourth, and Hai fifth. And sixth is E. You've got 1 minute left for this last game. N exclamation mark is at the top. Oh, now it's L at the top, Anne Frank second, Sugar Cubes third. 360 Dude is first. I don't know why somebody decided to name themselves Anne Frank, but I guess we continue. And we've got this game, which people can still join. This is the booklet itself is named AQA, but yeah, again, the whole live is for any exam board. Okay, you've got 15 seconds left for this game. 13, 12, 11. Carlene is at the top. No, your mum is at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Paeoeor is at the top there. You've got Owl second, Annie third, Carlane fourth, Jabbar sixth. Well done to you all. If you want to play another game, you can join this booklet here, but very well done. I hope in French is j'espère. That is the link to the booklet that you guys can join if you want. If you still have the energy. I hope you're enjoying this. I find it quite fun. Is anybody joining this last game? Could you give us some grade 9 sentences? It's not letting you join. Okay, you know what? Let's join this one instead. Sorry for those who've joined that. Um, Everybody join this game instead. Grade 9 phrases, I did actually make a video which goes through 50 grade 9 phrases. I would recommend watching that. It's quite quick. Watch it at times 2 speed if you want, and it's really good. It's got all of this stuff in there. I'll copy the join link for you guys if you want. I don't know why that link didn't work. Zane, I literally see your message. This new link, is this new link not letting people in anymore? Okay, we'll start this game and then you can join this game instead for those who couldn't join that. Oh, it keeps bugging out. I'm so sorry, guys. It's not working. What? Sorry to have to keep asking you to move to different games, guys. I think Blooker is a bit annoying. Join this one instead. Okay, start that game. Perfect. And if you didn't manage to get into that game, maybe perhaps try and join this game quickly. I think it's a time that, like, if it's on for too long, then it doesn't work. So join that one if you did manage to join this one. Okay. Okay. Ooh. And if you weren't able to join that blocket, then you can join this blocket here. Yeah, there's a 60 player limit on each of them. So here's the next one. I mean, I know people say it's impressive that I know every topic, and I appreciate that, thank you. But oh my god, what's going on with this screen? I'm gonna host another one. But yeah, you guys are also expected to know a lot of them as well. I keep adding bots. How do I keep adding bots? I'm not purposefully doing it. Like, I don't know who's doing that. I'm not adding. Oh, Zane is probably just trying to annoy me. Oh, Okay. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, I can't remove so many of them. I don't know how that's happening though. Like, how can somebody be doing it that many times? Oh well. It doesn't matter. It's just for revision anyway. I've got an idea. Um, fourth place. Have you guys already got your places? It's not coming on here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we can do any more because somebody keeps spamming it, unfortunately. But we'll finish these last couple of games. Sorry if you weren't able to join it. I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to add bots. I'm obviously not doing that. Okay, you know what? Okay, some games are almost finishing. This game's got 30 seconds left. Am I the girl who plays the violin a lot and gets A stars? No, I don't play any instruments actually, so I don't know who you're talking about, but nope. It's not me. Okay, this game's finished. So EE is at the top. You then have Ellie second, High third, fourth is Waffle, and fifth is Medine. Well done, guys. This game's also finishing here. I'm sorry we can't do any more because some very small amount of people are putting bots in it or something. Second place is your mom, third place is Carlane, fourth is Yas, and fifth is Jess. What other games have finished? This game's almost finishing. If I try and do one more, the person's just gonna spam, so like I can't. See, that's why Kahoot is better, guys, because that doesn't happen there. Yes, you do have permission to give motivational quotes as long as it's motivational quotes and not anything else. Okay, shush you is first. Was there only one person playing this game? Oh, well, shush still won anyway. Okay, and we've just got 2 games left, but nothing seems to be happening in the game, which is slightly odd. Jonathan, there's your shout out. I think there's something wrong because nothing is moving in either game. Or is that just on my screen? No. Yeah, nothing is happening. Is anything happening on your screen? Riaz, that's not a nice quote. Okay, we're gonna end. Should we end these Kahoots? They're almost done anyway. Okay, they're just harder. Fine. Have I met Medine? No. I've not met any of you actually, but yeah, I think there's a limit to the amount of people that can be on it. That's why some people can't enter. Okay, so first place or second place, Jules. Third is Layla. Well done, Layla. You've been doing well in all of these games. EA is fourth, and fifth is Ollie. Okay, and then this final game. How do you use demonstrative pronouns in French? Our demonstrative pronouns are like this and that, aren't they? So we actually used one in an example. So like cette année, for example, or demonstrative. That's what they mean, doesn't it? Demonstrative pronouns French. Searching this up. C'est lui, celle, ce, celle. So when you're talking about them, so or these things here. So maybe memorize a phrase which has demonstrative pronouns in it, so use it correctly. Okay. Did I go to a public, private, or grammar school? Interesting. Oh my god, I wasn't sharing the screen. Oops. I guess which school I went to. I want to see what you think. Joshua Marathi. How do you form the subjunctive? I wouldn't focus on it, okay? Because the subjunctive is an A-level term, so just memorize a phrase like j'aimerais qu'il y ait or bien que or something like that, because it's very complicated. Public, grammar. Interesting. Well, I went to a normal school, so like a public school, and then for sixth form I went to a grammar school. So that's how it was. But yeah, okay. Well done, guys. Thank you for joining. It's been amazing having you on here, and yeah, I hope you do really well in your exams. if you want to talk, you can and just stay on, but I'm not doing any more. We're not doing any more revisions. So, yes. Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, I don't know why your teacher was making you try to learn the subjunctive, because you do not need to do that unless you're like trying to do A-level French or something. But okay, thank you guys. It's been lovely having you here, and I guess, oh, we've got by the way, we've got half term next week, so we're going to be doing lives still in the afternoon as well. So we'll still be doing lives, and I'll make sure you'll definitely see it on the channel. But anyway, good luck, guys. I know you'll do well. Do your exam and then chill for the rest of the day. I don't know if it's in the morning or the afternoon, but yeah, we'll be doing lots of lives. So yeah. It's gonna start at like 4 and then 4 p.m. I think. I think we'll do 4 to 5 p.m., 6 to 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m., etc. Like an evening. I'll check my emails for people who've emailed me. Yeah, but bonne chance, everybody. And speak to you.